This is Contra Zoom, where we go back and forth about film. I'm Dakota Arsenault. We are back with our fourth annual Oscar podcast. The point of this draft is to pick movies we think will have the most wins come Oscar night. By picking a film, you have the odds to collect points that every category is nominated for. For example, Sinners leads the pack with 16 nominations, which can give you a maximum of 16 points. Whereas something like Elio only has one nomination, so it can only get you 1 point maximum. We're mixing up the guests a bit this year, but joining us for the third year in a row is Thomas Stoneham Judge, the owner of the film review publication For Real and a co-founder of the Cascadian Film and Television Critics Association. How are you doing today, Thomas?
I'm feeling like a winner. So
you're feeling like a winner.
Let's go ahead and pull my name first, so we know what I can pick.
I love the confidence, as misplaced as it might be. Also joining us today for the draft for the first time is Darren Zakis, the lead critic over at Movie Scene Canada, who was last heard on episode 313, the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival Roundup. Darren, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Happy to be here. Let's talk some Oscars and, get wild predictions.
Amazing. I love some wild predictions. And lastly, we've got Todd Pengelly, a writer over at For Real, who was last heard on episode 305, Best Stunt Oscars, which was one of the most fun shows I feel like I've done in a while. So welcome back, Todd. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm here to talk about the Best Stunt category at the Oscars again, which definitely exists.
Amazing. Who is winning this year?
I'm Tom Cruise until otherwise noted. It'll always be Tom Cruise.
It'll always be Tom Cruise. They should just rename it the Tom Cruise Oscar or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you all for coming back on the show today. Last year, Alex Watson was the big winner with 7 points, coming mostly from his picks Anora, Conclave, and Flow. Well, Thomas and I tied with 5 points each, and Brody Cottenham coming in last place with just 3 points. Things are pretty simple. Every one of the 50 nominated films at the Oscars this year are eligible to be picked, which includes every above and below the line categories and shorts too. We'll each pick 5 films in a snake-style draft, and then on my Oscar wrap-up podcast, I will reveal who won. I will personally say right now, my own Oscar death race that I do every year, I have now seen 34 of the 50 films. So I don't know if that helps me or hinders me because I've never won this draft. So I don't think me actually seeing all the movies is helpful.
It actually might be hurting you at this point, Dakota.
Yeah. It really
none of them.
You know what? You're not wrong. Todd, I imagine, has seen maybe 3 movies all year, right?
Yeah.
Great.
And they were all Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies because I figured one of them has to be nominated somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. Darren, do you try to watch all the Oscar movies, or what's your process for the Oscar season?
I always try and watch the acting and Best Picture ones, but the shorts, the animated ones, we get through as many as we can.
Okay. And Thomas, what about you? What's your Oscar season looking like for you right now?
I don't try to watch everything. And what it means is that it's not like a conscious effort to I need to watch all of these movies, but just in the nature of what I do throughout the year, I end up catching a lot of them. It really helps that going to TIFF has a lot of what will become Oscar-nominated films. Vancouver picks up a lot of potential Oscar-nominated films at the Vancouver Film Festival, and then I go to Sundance. And so between those 3 festivals, and then just kind of various watching that I do in between those and into the winter season, I end up watching the majority of them. I think the only Best Picture I haven't seen yet is The Secret Agent. Will I see it in the next week? I probably should. But that will be the ultimate mystery.
You have the neon box set. Come on.
I know.
Ooh,
it's really good.
Oh, calling me out! How dare you? No, you're right. I have access to it. I could watch it in the next week. It's not that I can't. I just what's the runtime on that one?
It's not that long. I think it's
almost
15?
like 3 hours, and it feels like it. But yeah.
No, I disagree. It's almost like 3 hours, and it just flies by.
I have 7 days to contemplate this. So no, 14 days. We still have some time.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks here at the time of recording. We do. Yeah. I still have the longest movie of the whole Oscar categories this year, and that's Kokuho, which is almost 3.5 hours.
Hold on. I have to compose myself. I just went and watched Kokuho again yesterday. That movie rocks.
So he has the time.
That is so good.
Yeah, you have the time
He
to
has
watch
the
that
time.
for a second time, but not the Secret Agent once. Got it.
You're making valid points. I'm just choosing not to listen to them. That's all.
As he always does.
Shocker. So this is a video podcast. So if you normally listen on Spotify, you can actually watch this on Spotify or on YouTube. Everywhere else, it will be an audio-only podcast. So without further ado, let's get started. Todd has the Wheel of Names up. Todd, if you want to show the camera so all of our video listeners will be able to see that you are not cheating, specifically so that I can see that you are not cheating.
No.
That's a slander.
I'm
a little
cheating.
bit.
I'm cheating for sure.
So there we go. We've got our 4 names: Dakota, Todd, Darren, and Thomas Stone.
They all just
Judge.
say Todd, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I should have put my name in 4 times.
All right. Give it a spin, and let's see who's picking first.
Yeah.
Wow. And Todd somehow is going first.
That's so lit. That's just...
Maybe I should have done
I
the
blame
wheel.
you, Dakota.
All right. Removed. Here we go. Second pick.
Oh, come on.
What is this? There we go. Okay, I'm number 2.
See, if this were rigged, he would have the 4th pick. So that's how you know it's legit.
Well, now I'm pulling for the 4th pick. That would be nice.
No.
Honestly, 4th is better than 3rd.
I agree.
Not in this draft.
Get out. You guys are killing me.
So we got Darren. Oh, Thomas at 3rd.
And then
And
Darren's
that
on the
means
turn.
Darren at last. Okay, Todd, you start us off. What is going to be your number 1 overall pick today?
This is like the most obvious, the first pick we've had in a while. I'm taking Wicked 2.
Damn you!
Wow,
Todd,
you're
damn
gonna
you.
steal that from Darren?
Yeah.
Oh, that was vile.
Yeah.
You had to rub that one in, huh?
I'll take Sinners. I'll take Sinners. I don't even have a whole lot to say. I've talked about it before on other podcasts. It was my favorite movie of the year 11 months ago when I saw it in April, and then it came out with a bajillion nominations. I mean, 16 nominations is blowing it out of the water, and I think it's going to pick up a lot of those wins. So Sinners, easy peasy.
Nice. That's obviously, I think that's the great first choice pick with the 16 nominations, the most ever at the Oscars. How competitive do you think it's going to be in some of the below the line categories? Because, for me, I think it's pretty locked up for original screenplay, cinematography, and score. But do you think it could pick up some other stuff, and whether it's editing, casting, things like that?
I think it's going to pick up casting. I'm trying to think. I think it has a good shot at production design. I don't think it has a shot at kind of makeup and hairstyling. I don't think it has much of a shot at costuming as much. I just think that there are other movies that are going to be taken there because that's the only place they'll be represented on Oscar night. Not to say that it's not deserving. I think the costuming is brilliant. I think everything about the movie is brilliant. But yeah, I think it could pick up a production design award. I think cinematography, like you said, it'd be a good winner.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to go on to my first overall pick, and I'm going to have to go with the other big nomination getter, and that's One Battle After Another. It's got 12 nominations. It seems like at this point it's going to be a toss-up between Sinners and One Battle for who gets picture and director. Honestly, I have no idea which way they're leaning. It can go either way. They could split it. I don't know. But I also feel that we're looking at Best Supporting Actress, possibly a Best Supporting Actor, adapted screenplay, editing, maybe score as well. I think it's between that and Sinners as well. And then maybe is Leo going to be a surprise winner? I don't know. Stranger things have happened. So it's going to be really interesting to sort of see. But, with 12 nominations, very close to setting the record that Sinners blew out of the water. I think it's a very solid number 2 pick, and I'm very happy that I was able to get this here. Thomas, we're up to you. What's going to be your first overall pick now that Wicked for Good, One Battle After Another, and Sinners are off the table?
I mean, this early in the draft, you have to play the numbers, and so my pick is going to be Sentimental Value.
Nice, great choice there.
Yeah,
what
I'm sorry,
what
Darren.
categories do you think it's going to win?
I don't know. I mean, this is purely a numbers pick because is it 9 nominations that it has? And
It is.
I think any category that it's up against One Battle After Another or Sinners, it's probably going to lose. Best international film, I think, is probably the strongest category it has right now. But you also have Best Supporting Actress with 2 nominations. So there's potential there. I don't know. It's a numbers thing. 9 nominations. Let's hope that it can get some of them.
You floated the third pick to Darren.
Yeah, that's
I know
saying
Darren
that
is-
was a fist bump, not a damn
Yeah.
you. It was. I was. Oh, thank God.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, Darren. I have a feeling I know what you're going to take, but which one is going to be your number all pick?
So the number one pick is going to go to Frankenstein. Above the
Frankenstein, really?
line, it's not going to have much. I don't think it'll get any, but it's got makeup, lockdown, and very, very strong odds in costuming and production design. So I see it walking away with 3 awards. If
People are
everything
really
goes
feeling that
according to
strongly
plan.
about it. I don't know. Maybe I just have my own bias about how much I didn't care for Frankenstein.
I agree. Frankenstein sucks.
You just have
I
to look at
also
its
agree.
trajectory over the award season, though. It's been consistently picking up those 3 awards. So
Yeah, I think it will. I would have
Yeah.
taken the same thing. I would have picked the same thing
Yeah.
begrudgingly.
we'll
Do you feel Jacob Elordi is out for supporting actor, or do you think he still has a shot?
I think there's still a shot, but I say that because we are recording this on the morning of the SAG, or now as we call them, the Actor Awards. We don't know who's taking Best Supporting Actor there. Everyone has 1 win so far. If he wins tonight, it could go up to 4 of him being Best Supporting Actor. I know the Oscars is always hesitant to award a newcomer, but they're more likely to do so in the supporting category. So there is a good chance for him.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year for the supporting actor category. I'm very curious to sort of see who emerges at the time of this recording as the front runner, because right now it's really anyone's award to lose. I thought it was Stellan Skarsgård a few weeks ago, and now I'm back to thinking maybe it might be one of the One Battle guys or even Jacob Elordi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, you have a second pick. We are going back now in the second round, snake style. So what is going to be your second overall pick?
So my second overall pick is going to be K-pop Demon Hunters.
Damn it.
Haven't seen it, but we're
I was
just
really
going
hoping you
off
did
the
that
buzz
one.
around that one. I know.
Haven't seen it.
What?
It's on the list before Oscar night.
I'm going up. I can't get him copyrighted here,
Yeah.
but I've been bumping it since last summer. I work with kids, so there's like an unfair
Yeah.
You don't even have to
bias.
work with kids. Like that song has been everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
See, I
And-
work with parents, and they've all been like, "This fucking movie,
Yeah.
get it
and-
away from me." I'm like, "Cool, we're not going there."
But I also think it has a really strong shot for animated. I don't know
Yeah.
how many.
I'm
of
predicting
that-
it for
yeah.
2, animated
Let's go.
and song. I think.
Yeah, it's got a low ceiling but a very high floor. Like I think it's
Mhm.
locked in for both of its categories.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, sequels always struggle in animated unless your name is Toy Story. So I'm not predicting Zootopia 2, just for that alone.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a weaker year for the animated category. Those are the only 2 really big name titles. Not that the movies are bad by any chance, but it seems that like it's K-pop Demon Hunters and everything else.
No, I've seen all the animated feature nominees, and I would say this is like a pretty weak crop
Yeah,
comparatively to
Oh,
most
totally.
years. Like this is like not a very good crop of movies.
there's this Zootopia and everything else in the category.
Yeah, and
No
I'm not
offense,
even like
but it's-
super high on Zootopia 2.
All right, well, Thomas, let's go back to you for your second pick. Now that Frankenstein, K-pop Demon Hunters are off the board for you, what are you thinking?
I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's gonna get very. It's gonna get very, very dismal very quickly. Look, I think my personal bias is going to ruin me having any chance here. I don't know. So let me walk through my thought process because I'm sure both of these movies will get picked this round. So I'm between Hamnet and Marty Supreme, and I did not like Marty Supreme. But does it have more buzz than Hamnet? Is Hamnet too Oscar baity? Is this just an Oscars where popularity is actually gonna win over the more Oscar coded stuff?
Can I make a prediction that Dakota's about to give you the worst advice you've ever heard, so that he can swoop in and get the actual correct pick?
I know. Damn it!
I'm not saying anything.
He's not, because he's hoping. I think he's hoping I want to choose Hamnet.
No,
Thomas is fully capable of shooting himself in the foot on his own.
And the thing is, Thomas is going to make the pick, and Dakota's not going to pick the other one, no matter what it is. I know where Dakota's mind is.
Maybe. I'm going with Hamnet.
Okay. Yeah. What Hamnet has 8 nominations. Where are you thinking it's competitive at?
I don't know. So I just want Hamnet to win. I know it's not going to do much in casting. I really wish that Chloe Zhao had a really strong chance at director. I don't know.
And the Thomas Award goes to Hamnet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
pretty much.
Like.
Where is it strong? The one category it's won every single precursor in, but we haven't mentioned that, Thomas. Like, yeah.
Oh, look, guys, I'm so awards out. I have not been watching the keeping up with what's been winning awards, so this is very much blind picking. I don't know.
This is great.
I'll go with production design, costume design. I think those are great things.
This is great. I was saying earlier today that this would be a great podcast to have like 3 of us, and then someone who didn't even know the nominees be forced to like also
and then they invited me
from last year. And like Thomas is like, yeah, I want to shout out Hamnet. One of my favorite performances of the year, Joe Alwyn.
Yeah,
great score.
No, I told you. You know what's really funny is that Jessie Buckley. Like, I've had her locked in for Best Actress for so long. I just not even thinking about it.
Right, yeah. She's in that movie.
Not even thinking about Jessie Buckley. Because that's been locked in my head since I saw it at TIFF. So like. There you go, Jessie Buckley. Yeah, you're welcome.
Sure.
Awesome.
He got there.
All right, so I have to decide: am I going to take Marty Supreme, or am I going to take something else? The one that Todd thinks I'm going to pick.
He's going to take the one I think he's going to pick.
You know what? You don't even know what I'm thinking of. Okay, it could be anything.
This is the order of this draft came out really, really well because Dakota can't mess up because I get 2 picks in a row. So there's a lot of pressure on him. And I know he doesn't want me to beat him of all the people.
Yes, you are the only person I will not be happy that beats me. That is accurate. Actually, I'll be pretty pissed if Thomas beats me, considering I couldn't even remember that Jessie Buckley was in Hamnet.
Guys, I'm gonna make a separate podcast explaining what happened in my brain in that moment. It's gonna really
a dark place.
Yeah, that's it.
I look forward to the commentary episode on this episode.
Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
No, I'm not gonna screw this up. I am gonna take Marty Supreme, even though I would rather take something else. You're welcome, Todd. I think that Timmy is probably going to win Best Actor. I don't really know what else it might end up winning. I would like it to win Best Casting, but I don't know how competitive it's going to be in that. And unfortunately, every other category sort of seems like it's going to lose out to One Battle or Sinners. It doesn't have enough of a unique slant to maybe get in elsewhere. It always is the third best film in every category it's nominated for. So it sort of feels like I've got a very, very low floor, 1, maybe 2 wins at all. Yeah.
Good movie. Great movie. Anyone that likes it is a hater.
All right, Todd. Since now you're reveling in my pick, what are your back-to-back picks?
I'm taking F1, the
Yeah,
Best
that's
Picture
it.
winner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Future Best Picture winner, F1. This movie is picking up Best Sound, like guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it has a strong shot at film editing.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't win film editing, it's going to lose to a movie, like to something that's already been drafted, right? It's going to lose to like one battle. So no harm, no foul. F1. A movie I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
when I think dad movies, I think Todd.
Yeah. They're always saying it. So I'll take F1, and then for my third pick, I'll take The Perfect Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen all of the documentary winners, or all nominees. I do think I've seen the winner. I think it's going to be The Perfect Neighbor. I saw this, I don't know, when it came out. I thought it was really good. One of the best documentaries of the year. It has a lot of steam, it seems like. And even though it didn't win last night at the PGAs, but it lost to something that's not nominated. I did my homework. But I think it's going to win of these 5 nominees. So it's obvious. It's an obvious double billing also with F1. If you don't watch them back to back, you're not really experiencing.
What are you even doing?
Their cinematic parallels. So, yeah, that'll be my third pick. Perfect Neighbor.
Yeah, that's a good one. It does seem like that sort of emerged as the front runner for best documentary. That category is always kind of a little hard to predict because every time you think you know what they're thinking, they'll do something really crazy. But at the moment, that does sort of seem like that's probably the safest pick for that category. But I really don't know. All right, so it's back to me. I've got 2 movies here I'm trying to decide between. One that has a bit of a higher ceiling and one that I feel is more locked in to get something. I think I got to go for the safer pick, and I'm going to go with Avatar Fire and Ash. It's got 2 nominations for visual effects and costumes. I don't think it's winning costumes. I'm still baffled how it got nominated there.
No, wait, hold on.
Don't get me started.
I'm tired of the slander. Varong's thong is one of the best things put on film in 2025. I'm just like, what are we doing? It's so obvious.
Do you have a song for Varong's thong?
I do. And I'll say, I think everyone's a hater. Lunatic punk trash.
She's legitimately the best part of that movie.
Todd, is Varong the ultimate I could fix her character?
Yeah, so not to double back to Mission Impossible talk, but there's definitely Pom Clementif's character as just the silent assassin in the Mission Impossible films is up there, and then maybe Varong right below it. And I think the Oscars, after maybe the 100th Oscars, they should introduce a best character and just we're just doing 5 nominees, because Varong would be an automatic nominee from last year. She was just one of the 5 best characters in a movie, and it would be great to have her on stage, her blades, little fire going on in the background, some pyrotechnics, giving her acceptance speech, wearing her costume thong that's Oscar nominated. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with Avatar Fire and Ash, Dakota. Great pick.
Thank you. I picked it specifically for the visual effects. It seems like it's a complete lock in that category because the rest of the nominees are not great, putting it mildly, this year. I don't think it's winning costumes, but I'll take the one win that it's probably going to get. Thomas, we're back to you. Which one are you going to take?
I love that Thomas goes before me.
Yeah, you're welcome, Darren. Okay, so I'm looking at, there's one contender that I think is high profile enough to, I don't know, I don't want it to walk away empty-handed, but will it? And I'm trying to decide if I should go with this one or if I should start looking at these smaller categories that I have a couple predictions for.
In my mind, he's looking at last year's nominees, like he's about to pick The Brutalist.
Hey, can I? No. Let's go with Train Dreams.
Okay.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, it's actually pretty incredible how relevant this movie has been in awards conversations ever since it premiered at Sundance. Even at Sundance, it's, you know, we always have our like, this could be an Oscar nominated film, but you know, there's lots of movies to get through, and so the fact that Train Dreams was able to withstand or stay a part of that conversation, and it should. It's a beautiful film, gorgeously shot film. You know, I think there's stiff competition, of course, with the front runners in the movies that have more nominations. But you know, if for some reason people want to, or the Academy wants to, you know, throw cinematography at Train Dreams just because, you know, the other two are so well represented elsewhere, then maybe I can pick up a couple surprises, or maybe a surprise or two.
Yeah, that's what I was debating between as well, between Avatar and Train Dreams, because I do think it's competitive in cinematography. It just sort of seems like that's a category that could go that way, but could not, whereas it felt a little bit more locked in with the visual effects. But I do think that's a good choice regardless.
See, guys, I can do this.
Yeah.
Thomas, like, I saw this at Sundance. It's eligible.
Yes.
Thomas is like someone blindfolded playing Minesweeper.
Isn't that the best way to play Minesweeper?
Yep. And we're all going to lose to him, aren't we, Todd?
Yeah, exactly. Train Dreams actually wins Best Picture.
Yo, that would be sick.
They're like, Best Supporting Actress, Carrie Condon. You weren't nominated. Get up here.
Yeah.
William H. Macy, come on down.
Get on up here.
All right, Darren, we're back to you. You got back-to-back picks. Pick your number 3 and 4.
So, okay, now we're going to, like, you know, what's potential upset territory, because I think we've cleared off all the predicted winners outside of the shorts, which I don't know enough about to start predicting there. So we're going to go first with The Secret Agent. It's only got, what, 2 nominations?
No, it has 4 nominations, I believe.
4 nominations.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm off on the nomination number, but it's got a strong chance in 2 categories. I think it's the definite upset in international feature. And like, it took the Golden Globe there, so it has that potential. Brazil, we saw what they did last year, If I'm Still Here, for getting awards nominations, so there is the international support for it. And then also, if the BAFTAs are any indication and Timothy stumbles in Best Actor, Wagner Moura is going to become a serious threat. So let's put it down for 2 potential wins.
Yeah, I think, you know, the actor still is a bit of a potential one that can go for an upset. I don't know about casting. I rewatched it recently, and I do think it has great casting.
Great casting, but it's too much reliant on the one performance, I think, to get that ensemble pick that you're seeing Sinners in one battle after another half, where they've got more of an ensemble piece going on.
It's an interesting film. Moura is phenomenal in it. Yeah. We'll know more tonight because the Actor Awards are tonight after recording. So, you know, this could be a really strong pick in like 12 hours. But this is an interesting litmus test on what the best casting Oscar is going to be, because I think in some ways, right, like One Battle, a movie that I think is really phenomenal and has an excellent cast, is like casting a lot of heavy hitters. Like Sean Penn is a heavy hitter in a known quantity. Same with Benicio, obviously Leo, Regina Hall, like even to varying degrees, Tiana Taylor. And so it's like, is it a compiling of stars that is really going to be recognized for the best casting Oscar? Or is it going to be you cast a whole bunch of small people that are completely unknown, even if they're from like another nation, right? Like we aren't going to know all of the tiny character actors from Brazil, but even then, these are not like known stars in Brazil. And this is going to be a litmus test for this year's the first awarding of a best casting Oscar. And I think it would be an interesting winner there. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is a phenomenal cast, as Dakota pointed out.
The fact that you've defined or that you've like analyzed casting in that terms, like the Oscars is really trying to gain more attention and trying to like appeal to people more. I can't help but think that casting's going to go to popularity. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I think so.
which is
I think it's
very
basically going to
unfortunate.
it's going to be a stand-in for like best ensemble. I think
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all season, where I have no idea where the Oscars are going to go. It's probably going to take about 5 years for us to really establish what sort of a pattern they're
Mhm.
going for. Which one is going to be the one-off year that maybe they do like the unknown faces, or which one do they love the large A-lister ensemble piece, or what is it? We don't really know at this point. It's going to be very, very telling how it goes as years sort of pass on in terms of what films they're nominating, which ones are winning. But purely from a viewership perspective, Secret Agent has great casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Darren, what's going to be your next pick?
Next pick. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go weapons. You know what? There's as we said earlier, supporting categories are wide open at this point. Amy Madigan could be our winner. Like that Aunt Gladys
That would be
performance
wild if
was just
Amy
too iconic.
beats.
She's a Hollywood long-time favorite. She's been around forever. This kind of the narrative is this is her time. And the only thing up against it is it's a horror movie, which they don't traditionally love, but I could see it working for weapons.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like the supporting actress category, like I think it's going to be Teyana Taylor, but like I'm not super confident that it will actually go to her. And then the Sentimental ladies will probably have their vote split.
Mhm.
Wonmi Musaku, as great as she is, doesn't seem to have any sort of buzz behind her. The only other person in this category that really feels like has some steam is Amy Madigan.
Yeah.
So like there is a real chance for an upset here.
Mhm.
So I don't know. All right, Thomas, we're back to you. What is going to be your fourth pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go real specific and just make a prediction um on a shorts film, and I'm gonna pick The Singers
Okay.
for best live action short film.
Is this one that you have seen?
I've not seen it yet, but it's available on Netflix, and I've had friends say how good this one is. And I don't know, the backing of Netflix could be a defining
Mhm.
factor in the awards campaign and getting this movie in front of people.
That's true. I don't have the stats in front of me, but Netflix has traditionally done very well in the shorts categories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if anyone has anything to say about that pick. I haven't seen that one yet, so
I will.
can't really
I
comment
meant to
on
watch it. Like I downloaded it, like saved it offline so that I could watch it. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But it's like 20 minutes, so I will be watching that probably before I see Secret Agent.
Fair. Okay. Well, back to me. This is getting real tough. As has already been said, all of the front runners have been taken. At this point, I feel like basically all of the upsets have been taken as well, with the exception of the shorts. Yesterday, I did watch all the animated shorts, so I'm tempted to take one of those, but I feel like I can probably also wait until my last pick and probably get one of the ones that I'm thinking of then too. But yeah, in terms of the features, there just really isn't much to go on here. There's a documentary I want to win, and so maybe I'm gonna pick that, and that's maybe a bit of just a hope diction going on, and not necessarily how I feel. Because I don't think there's going to be an upset in animated. What's left for international, I don't think it's going to upset either. So yeah, I'm going to take the Alabama Solution from the documentary category. That was my favorite documentary of the year of these five. It is about, it's, this prison system in Alabama where inmates are sending in videos of themselves, describing the terrible conditions that they are facing and sort of a hunger strike that they eventually go on and all this sort of stuff. It's very moving and very critical of the prison industrial complex that is currently a big issue that isn't talked about enough. So I'm going to pick that as my fourth overall pick.
Okay, it comes to me on the turn.
Yeah.
Two my final picks?
Your last two picks.
All right. I'm going to see if I can screw over Dakota here. I have 3 movies I really like, and I'm about to pick 2 movies I haven't seen. The first, I'm going to take All the Empty Rooms for Best Documentary Short. Haven't seen it. I do all the shorts the week of, like the final thing kind of leading up. It feels very much like the final like avalanche right before it. So I have a lot of fun doing that. And then I'm going to take The Girl Who Cried Pearls, because people think it's going to win. And if the people think that, I am nothing if not a man of the people. So, F1, Pearl Crier. I'm here for the people. These are what the people are watching. And that's what I'm taking. I'm taking those, hoping I come away with a win for all 5 picks.
Yeah. Well, The Girl Who Cried Pearls was one of the ones I was considering, so congrats on taking that. I guess that's the win in and of itself, isn't it?
It is. I can just log off now. I don't even do the rest of the recording.
Amazing. I'm tired of listening to you anyway, so goodbye. All right, so we're back to me. There was 2 animated shorts I was debating between. Girl Who Cried Pearls was one of them, but I'm going to take the other one, which is Butterfly, otherwise known as Papillon. Very beautiful short. So yeah, I'll take that one as my final pick.
All right.
So Thomas, time to finish off your team.
Yes. I knew none of you guys are going to pick this movie. And so it was very easy for me to hold this one until the last pick. But I am going to go ahead and take Kokuho.
He had to.
I have to, but also, like, guys, this movie was robbed. North America did not treat this movie well. It should be in costume design. It should be in acting. It should be an international film. This movie is phenomenal. And so this participation nomination that it got for hair and makeup, I hope that people who saw it will recognize that it deserves to be an Oscar-winning film, and even if it has to be hair and makeup. Was it Suicide Squad that did it? Yeah, look, just give it an award, okay? Because this deserved so much more recognition than it got in North America, and I'm glad that it was as successful as it was in Japan. But yeah, I think it's criminally underappreciated here in North America, and I'm hoping that this one award that it has a nomination for helps do it some justice. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kokuho.
I love the idea that the Academy is giving an East Asian film a participation nomination. Something they are always doing. Just ask Park Chan-wook. They're always doing it.
They just put them out like candy. Yeah.
They love them. They just love those Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Vietnamese films. If it was popular in East Asia, the Academy will always recognize it, don't you know?
In one corner, you've got Bong Joon-ho and Ang Lee, and they're like, yeah, that's what happens. You just get nominations. You make a movie, they give you nominations. And then the other corner, it's Park Chan-wook and everyone else just being like, can we please have a scrap?
Yeah.
Please. What do I need to do?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, this is the last one, and we're out of really good options anyway. So
at least your film got a participation nomination, Thomas. Okay, let's not rub it in.
I did cheer when they said Kokuho at the nomination.
I heard you as you're all cheering, like, "Oh, Darren's be upset." I'm like, "I'm already crying. It's all good."
Darren, now is your chance to take Jurassic World Rebirth.
It's sitting right there. I could get that Wicked tie-in. I could.
Yeah, Jonathan Bailey tie-in.
Yeah, yeah.
How are you? You're here to finish the draft, Darren. What are you gonna take?
You know what? Let's go
you can
for
air out
shot
your
in the
entire
dark in the
thought
shorts
process.
category. Let's
You
go
could
for
take Wicked too.
I really
It's like-
could.
You just
It's-
could.
You probably would have the same chances. They would win the
Right.
same number of awards, probably.
I'd have a higher chance than Kokuho because it was actually robbed in categories.
So messed up. That is so messed up.
Yeah. No, let's go for a short, and you know what? Let's get my Wicked tie in. Let's go for A Friend of Dorothy. Yeah, you know what?
Right.
I'm just looking at this one. I'm seeing it high up in predictions on websites.
Mhm.
It's got a recognizable star. It's got 2 recognizable stars in it, Miriam Margolyes and Stephen Fry. So like, it's got some pull behind it.
I feel like if the Singers loses, it would be because of A Friend of Dorothy.
Upset.
Look, guys, I'm getting like maybe 2 points here. Okay, so
Yeah, this is going to be like one of the all-time worst performances.
Yeah.
Like, you should have gone for Shooting the Moon. Like, you're playing hearts. You'd be like, I'm going to get 0 points, and therefore I win.
Yeah.
yeah, pick all the movies that will win nothing.
Yeah.
That's a game.
Diane Warren, Relentless, where are we at? Okay, so those are our draft picks. Let's go around and say our teams. Hopefully everyone remembers what they picked. If not, I will read out your teams. Todd, let's start with you. Who did you pick, and what are your overall thoughts of your team?
My team, I think, is really strong. I think I obviously don't have the entire history of this game pulled up in front of me, but I think I will be one of the few people to get points from all 5 selections. I'm hoping, praying. My team was Sinners, my first pick. F1, The Perfect Neighbor, the Girl Who Cried Pearls, and I am blanking on the short that I picked just before it. Empty Rooms. Yeah, The Empty Rooms. Right. So that is my team.
Awesome. Okay. So my team was One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Avatar Fire and Ash, The Alabama Solution, and Butterfly. I feel pretty strong. Obviously, getting One Battle, I think, is really going to help me raise my floor a lot. In terms of my other ones, I think I'm probably going to get a couple points from Marty Supreme and Avatar combined, and then my last 2 are really just sort of hoping. So yeah, I think I'm probably win competitive. I don't know if I will or not, but I definitely am very happy with what I got. Thomas, what about you?
Yeah, so my team, Darren, are you laughing at me? Is that what's happening?
Not at all.
Of course not. My team is Sentimental Value, Hamnet, Train Dreams, The Singers, and Kokuho. And I don't think this team's going to perform all that well. The unfortunate
team.
Well, the unfortunate fact of the matter is that Sinners and One Battle After Another, I think, are going to dominate the Oscars.
Yeah.
So in categories where Sentimental Value might have had a chance, it's probably going to be upset. I could actually see Sentimental Value walking away with nothing. I think international film is probably its strongest, and it could be upset. There's a very strong chance it's upset by the Secret Agent. Hamnet, you do have Jessie Buckley Locke, so there's one for me. So there's that, but that also is in a bunch of categories that it's going to be overshadowed by the big 2. Train Dreams, another one that deserves much more than it'll get, but is overshadowed by the big 2. I think The Singers, that's probably my next strongest potential for a win. And then Kokuho is just a passion pick. So,
okay. And Darren, what about you?
We've got Frankenstein, KPop Demon Hunters, The Secret Agent, Weapons, and A Friend of Dorothy. Considering I had the 4th draft spot, I'm feeling pretty confident with Frankenstein and K-pop Demon Hunters. They're kind of the 2 films in their categories where they aren't going to be dominated by the big 2 films. And then I'm betting on upsets with Weapons and Secret Agent to try and get some extra points. And Friend of Dorothy, let's put something in the shorts. Like, who knows what will happen there?
It's true. I'll say, Darren, about your team in particular. I think you could be a sneaky winner here potentially. You've got between Frankenstein and K-pop, as you said, a bunch of I think below the line nominations secured, and then Secret Agent and Weapons are probably the two biggest spoilers out of all of the films that could potentially win.
Darren has a high floor.
Yeah,
it's like a minimum 3 Oscars, like minimum.
Yeah.
And probably actually more realistically 4 or 5 just from his first 2 picks.
100%. Yeah. Darren could easily end up with 6 or 7 points potentially, which could be enough to win.
It depends on how well the big 2 do.
Yeah.
That's really what it's going to come down
to. Who do you think has the best team, or who do you think is going to win? You could say yourself as well. Darren, who do you think might win?
I feel like it's going to be Todd with Sinners. I think we're all riding this one battle after another wave with it picking up constant Best Picture and Best Director awards. But if you look at the overall awards season, Sinners has more individual wins. And there feels like there's something in the air. Like there's an energy for that film. You hear about every awards thing that they show up to. Ryan Coogler always gets the biggest cheers. Like I think there's something there. And I think that I'm praying it becomes a massive landslide for Sinners. And Todd, you can have it. Go for it. If they get the true Best Picture winner winning, I will accept it.
Nice. Thomas, what about you? Who do you think is going to walk away with this win?
Yeah, I think ultimately, I would feel worse about my team, except I know whatever team has Sinners is going to win. There's not even 16 nominations, and if Sinners takes 6 wins, whoever has Sinners is the winner. You just can't have the math doesn't work out to beat that. I do think that both Sinners and One Battle After Another are very worthy top 2s. I do see the energy for Sinners a little bit more though than One Battle After Another. I don't know. I think that if you have Sinners on your team, you're probably winning. So I'm just gonna enjoy my passion picks. I'm gonna go watch Kokuho for a 3rd time.
But not the Secret Agent.
The Secret Agent. A shorter movie.
It is a shorter movie.
Yeah. It's not even like he could play the subtitles excuse of like, oh, I don't want to read my movie.
Yeah. No, I don't mind reading movies, but Kokuho is just that good.
Todd, who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be yourself?
Yeah, I think it's going to be myself. I don't feel great about it because I rigged the draft, so I would have the first pick.
Clearly.
But, I think it'll be me. I think there's a good chance that it could land. It's a strange Oscar year because I think it could landslide either way. Like I think there's a chance that like One Battle leaves with like 3 wins, or leaves with like 9, and it's like I'm not sure. And so I like Sinners more. When I was thinking about this and preparing for it, I was kind of like, I don't know, the second pick might just be better because there's no pressure of having to pick. Is it going to be Sinners or One Battle? You just are stuck with whatever isn't chosen. But I think it'll be Sinners. I really do like the rest of my team though. I think F1 will pick up some wins, and I think The Perfect Neighbor will as well. And then the shorts, it is literally just like rolling the dice. So, but yeah, I like Sinners a lot. I would be really happy if it won. I also really like One Battle, and would be happy if it won. But I'll be pulling for Sinners on Oscar night.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
chose it.
Based on my math, I kind of feel like it really is a toss-up between Todd, myself, and Darren. I think we all could kind of come away with 5 to 7 points. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry.
That's Dakota's way of saying you are not invited next year.
No, I need someone that I can beat, Thomas. You're invited every year.
Yeah, you heard that. This
fine.
is my first time. I probably won't be invited back if I win again. I'm surprised I made it here after beating him in the actual, who's going to win contest.
Right. Like, does the winner get invited back?
Oh, you know what? Let's do that, and we'll scrap the other 2. I might not be on this podcast next year, guys. Look forward to Matthew hosting the draft next year.
That'd be so funny if you didn't come back. You were just like, he actually did horrible. One battle left with nothing, and we just had Kokuho won. One battle, nothing.
Guys,
Dakota's not
you know what?
back.
My biggest win here is more people knowing about Kokuho, so that's all I needed.
Okay, well, I will make 2 promises here. Promise 1, the person that wins, you will be invited back next year for sure. promise number 2, if I come in last place, I will not be on this. Why are there balloons?
That's
on my-
amazing.
Wow. It is celebrating the idea of you not coming back.
I won't come back if I come in last place. I don't know what just happened there. I hope viewers were able to catch that.
His Mac is like, yes,
Yes.
Todd will officially replace him as the host of Contra.
Honestly, I'll write you a script and you can do it. That's fine. But that would require me to come in last place, which I don't think is happening because Todd is here.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad that I could secure that for you.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Thank you all so much for being here today. Thomas, where is the best place for people to find your work, and what do you have going on?
Totally. So I've just wrapped up publishing Sundance content. We have a ton of interviews, a ton of red carpets, reviews from Sundance. Especially if you're going to South by, there's some good content that was at Sundance that's going to South by. So you can check that out. And our team is just getting reviews out on a lot of the newest movies. We have our own podcast this week on For Real that we do weekly. And yeah, you can find all of that over at thisisforreal.com. For Real, of course, spelled FORREEL. Connect with us there and on social media.
Amazing. Darren, what's the best place to find you, and what have you got going on?
So this week I've got reviews for some of the big openers this week. I've got The Bride and Hoppers will both be coming this week. You can find all my stuff at Darren Movie Reviews on Instagram, or if you want traditional web-based, moviescenecanada.com.
Amazing. And Todd, where can people find more of your work?
You can find my work at For Real. I have next year's Best Picture winner, How to Make a Killing review, coming up this weekend. I've been reviewing Wuthering Heights, have The Bride coming this upcoming week, future Oscar winner Jessie Buckley.
Yes.
And you can find my stuff at For Real.
Amazing. On next week's show, we will have our predictions episode as we run through all 24 categories and pick the winners. As mentioned at the beginning of the show, come back for the Oscar wrap-up to find out who wins this draft. This has been a That Shelf podcast. Visit thatshelf.com for more great film discourse. Follow the show on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky at ContraZoomPod. Who is the best team? Leave a comment on Spotify or send us an email. Thank you to Eric and Kevin Smale for the theme music and to Stephanie Pryor for the logo design. If you like to listen to podcasts on YouTube, we do post all episodes there as well. And if you really like the show, consider tipping us on coffee. Thanks for checking us out.